here you are, hating your game. Doesn't that suck? What do you do when you hate the game, but you don't want to stop playing it? How are you supposed to handle that situation? Well, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about hate and how you might overcome or move past this corrosive energy that you have invited into your home, which I shall dub hate for the game. We all know it. You know you're tired. You're done. You don't want to do this anymore. Now, I'm talking about this right now because Season 2 of Tekken 8 has been pretty booty. And that's a wildly perceived reality, opinion. So much so that there are players currently boycotting the game. They are boycotting a game that they've been playing for maybe their whole lives, maybe the majority of their lives. I know I've been playing it most of my life. Now, this isn't new to Tekken. This has happened to other games as well. Street Fighter V went through a similar kind of coming to Jesus moment where the players had to decide, that's the wrong thing, where the players had to decide, are we fighting game fans or are we fans of Tekken, Street Fighter, Virtual Fighter? Well, the game went through the Soul Calibur, Marvel versus Capcom. All of these series have something in common, which is they've had a version that people despised. And in the modern landscape of fighting game playing, it's different now. There are those of us who make content around these games. It's no small thing for some of us who've played these games for years, make videos on it. It's some of our livelihoods, compete in it. I swear, if I had to compete in Tekken 8 Season 2, in the current state it's in, I don't know how I'd be able to live with myself. The amount of redonkulousness that's in this game right now is absurd. Absurd. Okay? So, I really feel for those players. And the problem here isn't just that this is a bad patch. This is the first patch of the season. This is their thesis statement of intent for what this next game is supposed to be. And people are dropping it because they've effectively changed it. It's a very aggressive game without much defensive tools to the players. And not only that, but they are also lying to the player base by saying, we're going to introduce more defensive mechanics. We're going to give you more ways to fight back from the oppressiveness that we're going to inflict upon you with our characters' offensive mix-ups. But lo and behold, what happened instead? They gave you just ridiculously broken things that have very little counterplay around it. Jack hopping around, gamma howling, making noise. They disgrace our commentary. I feel for Tasty Steve right now. His moniker of Make Some Noise has been disgraced by the Jack move that is called Make Some Noise. Disgusting. Utter trash. I cannot believe that they had the gall to call this broken thing Make Some Noise. I'm so sorry for you, Steve. I'm so sorry for you. People who have to rely on this game for their livelihood are in shambles for good reason. So what do you do though? Okay, so you complain. Yes, you should complain. You should be loud. Be respectful. Don't be jerks about it, okay? Real players, real people, real developers make these games. They have feelings too. I understand you're upset. But what do you do now? Well, you can play the old game. I'm seeing Fee play Tekken Tag 2. That's great. That's fantastic. Other people are going back to playing Tekken 5 DR. Again, fantastic. Here's what you don't do. You don't complain, moan, bitch, and then boot up Tekken 8. Now, I'm not particularly complaining, but I uninstalled Tekken 8 a couple of days ago, live on stream. I showed myself uninstalling this game because I was like, this is stupid. This is stupid. If this is what they're going to do, then I want no part in it. I might play a little bit here and there, but for right now, I'm not. What do you do when you hate the game? You stop playing it. But Tricky, I have to keep playing this game. This is all I like to do. This is the only game I'm good at. I like this game, but you don't. You don't like the game. You're complaining incessantly about how horrible this game is. You're going online, you're making videos, you're streaming it, clearly distressed. Any logical, sane person from the outside looks in and says, why do you keep doing this? Why are you continuing to put yourself in this harmful position for your mental? And I must say, this is what addiction looks like, okay? Just gonna say it. If you are continuing to engage in an activity or behavior that you know is either harming you mentally, physically, relationally, harm in any capacity, and you continue to do that thing and are unable to stop, that's a problem. I don't mean that lightly. That's an addiction at that point. You're addicted to this game. Maybe you really need to stop. I'm not complaining. I'm not being facetious. I'm not exaggerating. You truly may need to stop. You might actually have a problem. Why are you playing this game? Why are you continuing to play this version of the game when you clearly hate it? Now, when it's your livelihood because you're a pro, okay, fine, you get a pass. You're in a real bind. But you casual folks, you're not competing in tournaments to win. You're not making videos on this to win. Now, if you are that, I have later stuff to say to you. But if you're not in that category, where this is part of your livelihood, truly stop. Stop. Stop booting the game up. Stop playing it. Play the old versions. Play the ones you liked. Because if you don't stop, it will never get better. You have to send a very strong, clear signal to the shareholders. Yes, we're talking financially, that this is not what you want. If you boot it up and continue to play this thing and bitch and moan, you're telling them you're going to eat the slop. You're going to complain, you're not going to like it, but you're going to eat the slop. So you got to stop. And if you can't stop, I'm sorry, you are clearly addicted and you really need to stop. Okay? You really need to stop at that point because you have a problem. I'm here to tell you, you have a problem if you can't stop yourself from playing this game. I'm a psychologist. I'm a licensed psychologist. I'm telling you, if that's what you are doing, this is an addiction and you're harming yourself at this point, you need to stop. Go talk to someone. Deal with whatever issue you have going on that's making you continue to do something you clearly hate. because you're not getting enjoyment out of it anymore. That's what happens when people get addicted to whatever drugs you can think of. They're not having fun anymore. At one point they did, but no longer they are. Now, this doesn't mean you got to abandon your hobby. Doesn't mean you got to just stop playing fighting. There are other games. This is the thing. There are other games to play. If you are a fighting game aficionado, you like all fighting games, then play Street Fighter 6. I'm not going to just say play Virtual Fighter unless you're a 3D fighter aficionado and you want to play a more modern game. It's not super modern because Vivo is still like in the Stone Ages, but it's there. And no, VF6 will not save you! Because we don't know when it's coming out. We don't know whether it might have similar problems as Tekken 8 Season 2 has. We have no idea. If you want to say, I want to wait for Tekken and for Virtual Fighter 6, play it now! Learn VF now! Don't wait! The game you want is here for you. Stop waiting, because VF6, I'm going to be frank. Those of you saying, I'm waiting for VF6, y'all are lying. I'm going to call Cap. Calling Cap on that shit. On your ass. You have no intention of playing VF6. Because if you're not playing VF now, you're not going to play it later. Okay? So play it now. If you really want to play it now. Otherwise, stop capping. Stop saying nonsense. And then booting up Tekken 8 Season 2 while you complain and are looking miserable. Okay? Miserable. This is the direction they want to go. If you're on board for that, then saddle up, accept it, and play the game. But if this is not what you want, play something else. Or play the older Tekken, like some people are doing. You know, like Smash has lots of problems. Lord knows they got some problems, okay? But here's one of the things they don't have a problem with. They still play Melee. Melee players still play Melee. They said Brawl is trash. And it was objectively trash. I played it too. It was awful. Holy crap. What the fuck were they thinking? And you know what those players did? They went back and played Melee. So even if you don't like other 3D fighting games, you're like, I'm just a Tekken player, then play the old Tekken. Play it. Run events on it. Stop playing the new shit that you hate. Play the old game you liked. Smash players did it. They still do it. What is wrong with you? Why can't you do it? They got big Daddy Nintendo trying to shut them down. They're not in Evo partly because Nintendo doesn't want it. They'd shut down their tournament. They'd shut them down. And you, bitch-made motherfuckers, are out here saying, oh, well, I can't play my game if it's not supported by the company that makes it. Because what? Why? KOF players are still playing old KOF. They're still playing, 2002. They still play their old games. You don't have to play the new thing. You don't. There are plenty of teams that do that. So, again, I ask you, do you truly hate the game you're playing? And if you do, stop it. If you don't, great. Keep going, but stop bitching! If you don't hate it, stop the bitching! Fuck! Alright? I hope this message reaches the ears of those who need to hear it, because y'all bitches are getting annoying. Alright? And no one likes being around you. Alright? No one enjoys your company. And if you are surrounded by folks who are like this, and they're making you miserable, I encourage you to find new people to hang around with, because holy crap. Do not spend time with miserable motherfuckers who hate the things they do that are supposed to bring them joy. And if they are continuing to do it, again, you're addicted. You're just clearly addicted, and you can't stop yourself. Now, there's another problem might happen, right? Is a Magic Community only game? Yeah, no, not KOF did it too. Yeah, exactly. The other group of people are the pros. So now I'm going to speak to the pros. You have a harder problem. Okay, you have a much harder problem. And I feel for you so much. I feel for you so much because like you're kind of screwed. You need to also stop playing the game, but maybe you can't because you have a contract or you're a signed player, or again you're a content creator and that's your game. I'm going to quote or refer back to Maximilian, who's been doing this for a long time. You don't want to have your basket on one game. It's really, really risky. And Tekken, Street Fighter 5 had this problem. Tekken 8 Season 2 is having this problem now. What else had that problem? VF3 had that problem. Tekken 4 had that problem. But the landscape was different back then. The modern landscape, I think the most accurate modern landscape is Street Fighter 5. That's the closest to how, like, the whole creator ecosystem that exists now, that didn't exist until then. Like I haven't seen a game fail as badly as Street Fighter 5 did in the modern kind of content era, pro player era, right? So that game bombed. And because of how badly it bombed, it opened the doors for Tekken 7, because Tekken Tag bombed too. Like Street Fighter 5 really killed that game for a long time. It got better near the end, but it hurt. And what did those players do? Even the content creators who played that game back then, they played other games. Now, unfortunately for us 3D players, there are fewer 3D fighting games that you can play now. Either DOA is gone, VF6 is coming, so play VF Revo. Stop making excuses for why you can't play it, because you can't. It has a rollback. Deco's not amazing. Sure, okay, but you can still learn the game. If you truly want to diversify yourself, play Tekken, play Virtual Fighter, maybe even play DOA if you can find some old... I know Hoodless was running tournaments not too long ago, weeklies I think, so you can play DOA if you want to play DOA. Soul Calibur is a little harder. I don't know where you go for that, but I know Soul Calibur 2, those people still play like events. I just don't play in them, but I know they're there. So like you can still even stay in the Namco ecosystem if you want to play a game that has similar enough rule sets. But here comes the big kind of unfortunate truth. Maybe you don't like these games at all. Maybe you just like playing the games popular. Maybe you like the game that everyone's at the tournament to watch. And now your game is not that game anymore. Maybe that's what you actually like playing. Popular game. So play Street Fighter 6. Just play Street Fighter 6. It's not Tekken anymore. Tekken 8 Season 2, it's not it. No one likes it. Casuals don't like it. Pros don't. That's why it's a problem. Like no one likes this. No one. They've missed so hard. Everyone is disliking this season. I hope they can fix it. I hope they really, really fix it. But I don't know if they're going to. Because they're doubling down on this VF Lite version of the game. And it's not good. I hope for all y'all's sake. Even mine, because I liked Tekken 8 Season 1. I was having fun. Until Clive showed up. Damn. Well, what do you hate? And are you holding on to it for healthy reasons? What keeps you from moving on? Because that's what you do when you hate the thing that you love sometimes. You have to let it go. Let it go. It's okay. There are other things, other people, other experiences that will love you back just as much and deserve it from you. Tekken 8 Season 2 does not deserve your love. Your hatred is well-founded. But you choose to stay here. You don't have to. That's on you. You have agency here. And those of you saying the complainers are just throwing a tantrum, shut the fuck up.